In this video, I'm going to be detailing everything about gear in Middle-earth Shadow of War, such as the differences between epics and legendaries, the best farming methods, and gems. My name is Parkattack. Let's get going. First off, before we dive into epics and legendaries, let's get common and rares out of the way. No matter what, killing a captain will always cause a single piece of gear to drop. The lowest level of rarity, indicated by white icons, is common gear, and is dropped by regular captains. However, these captains also have a chance to drop a slightly better piece of gear, rare gear, indicated by yellow icons. While leveling, for the most part, you'll just be using the highest level gear available, regardless of rarity. This will be pretty much the only time you ever use common or rare gear, so you can think about them as being disposable. Use them until you find something better, then destroy them without even thinking twice. By the time you get to about level 60, you'll probably have mostly epics and a few legendaries and can just start destroying common and rare gear on sight. The first type of gear we can consider for the end game is epic gear. Epic gear is indicated by orange icons and comes with a random unique effect that can be unlocked after completing its upgrade challenge. This effect is what determines the name of the item, but not the look, which is randomly picked from a small pool. Completing the upgrade challenge will also increase the weapon level by 3 and allow you to spend Mirian to upgrade it to your current character level. This makes epics valuable at any level, so if you see an epic captain while leveling, feel free to farm him. All epic gear also contains a random secondary bonus that can be re-rolled using perfect gems. Epic gear will always drop from epic captains, but also has a small chance to drop from regular captains if you're running the treasure hunter upgrade, Discerning Eye. When a piece of epic gear drops, there's no telling what type of weapon or what piece of armor it'll be. On top of that, the unique bonuses that are associated with epics are also random. This means that hunting for a specific piece of epic gear is impossible, and the only way to acquire the one you might be after is to continue farming until it randomly drops. This also means that it's generally just a good idea to keep at least one copy of each piece of epic gear you come across. This will ensure that you never destroy something you thought was useless, only to find out later that it would fit perfectly into a new build that you want to try. When it comes to farming, you can hunt down the handful of epic captains that might be walking around your fortresses, but it won't take long for you to farm them out of existence. I've found the best way to get as many epic drops in as little time as possible is to run regular fortress defenses while using the Discerning Eye skill upgrade. Keep in mind that the idea is to kill as many captains in as short a period of time as possible. Killing all the war chiefs first would end the siege early, being counterproductive. Instead, you want to kill all the bodyguards first, and then the war chiefs, only dominating when you really want to. In only about 15 to 20 minutes, this will probably net you 1 or 2 legendaries, a few epics, and a slew of common and rares, which of course can be destroyed for bonus Mirian. Legendary is the other rarity of gear that's viable endgame. Legendary gear is indicated by purple icons and comes with similar primary and secondary bonuses to epics. However, unlike epics, they also come with set bonuses that can be activated by equipping 2 and 4 pieces of the same 6-piece set. Legendary gear can only be dropped by legendary captains, but the exact item dropped is predetermined, based on the tribe and advanced class of the captain. For example, if you run into a legendary warmonger slayer, you know that the drop will 100% be a Sword of War, the legendary sword of the warmonger set. The information on what type of legendary captain is needed is conveniently available to you in-game in the legendary sets page of the inventory. This gives you a certain amount of control over what specific legendary gear you can farm, even though legendary captains are less common than epic captains. If you get to a point in your game where you really want a specific legendary piece, there are a few steps that can guarantee you get it, with only a minimal amount of RNG. The first step, the only one that involves any amount of luck, is to simply find a captain that meets the tribe and advanced class combinations you're looking for. Once you've acquired your target, you need to dominate them if they aren't already under your control. Once they are under your control, you'll need a legendary training order to promote them to legendary, which, if you don't already have one, will cost you 20,000 Mirian. Now, the only thing that's left to do is kill them. So make them your bodyguard, summon them, betray them, finish them off, and collect your loot. Upgrading legendary gear can be a lot more tedious than epics if the weapon level is low. To upgrade most legendary gear, you'll have to recruit a captain of a certain tribe and level while you have the particular piece equipped. This process might have to be done up to 3 times depending on the item's level and when you upgrade it. However, if a legendary item is level 60 or higher, it won't require any more of these challenges and will only require Mirian to upgrade to your current character level. The dropped item's level isn't determined by the enemy's level, but instead by your character's level. For these reasons, and because dropped items can drop at least 5 levels below your current level, I always try to wait until my character is at least level 65 to start farming legendaries. This means that even if you're level 80 and you kill a level 1 legendary captain, the item will drop anywhere between 5 levels higher or lower than your current level of 80. Legendary gear isn't necessary while leveling, so a little patience here can save you quite a bit of time in the long run. The final aspect of gear to consider is gems. Gems that are slotted into gear have powerful, straightforward effects. Generally speaking, red gems increase damage, green gems increase defense, and white gems increase utility. The specific bonuses for each gem can be found in your inventory, and gems can be swapped in and out of gear at any time, free of cost. There are 5 tiers of gem quality, starting with just plain old gem and ending with perfect gem at the highest tier. To upgrade a gem, you simply combine 3 of the same gems to get 1 gem of the tier above, meaning it takes a total of 81 regular gems to create 1 perfect gem. The most common way to get gems are from treasure mobs, which will drop either Mirian or a gem upon death. Regular treasure mobs drop regular gems, and treasure O-logs will drop polished gems. However, with the prospector upgrade activated, regular treasure mobs will drop a carved gem, and O-logs will drop a refined gem. This means that it only takes 27 drops from regular treasure mobs to get a perfect gem, compared to 81 without prospector. Not only do gems directly affect the gear they're actively slotted into, but perfect gems are the currency of secondary bonus rerolls. For this reason, I always suggest running prospector while doing anything besides farming for epic gear, in which you'd want to activate Discerning Eye instead. The sooner you unlock and activate Prospector, the higher quality gems you'll have at your disposal, meaning more possible secondary bonus rerolls later. Once you get all the gear you want, chances are they won't all have ideal secondary bonuses. There are 10 to 12 possible secondary bonuses depending on the type of gear, and each type of gear requires a specific color of gem to reroll. Swords and armor require a perfect red gem, daggers and cloaks require green, and rage weapons and runes require white. Some of the secondary bonuses are very common to get on the initial drop, and some are very rare. When you reroll using a perfect gem, however, the chance for any of the possible secondary bonuses is equal, so you're much more likely to get a rare bonus this way. If you want to see all of the possible gear and bonuses, there's a full list by JKthree that I reference in my leveling guide, and I'll reference again here. It's got pretty much everything you need to know about gear all in one place. I'll leave a link to the page in the description below. The way item levels work in Shadow of War can be a little confusing, but ultimately doesn't make much of a difference at max level. Once you reach level 80, all of your gear has the possibility to be upgraded to level 80 if it isn't already. Some gear might drop a few levels above 80, and all epic gear can be upgraded to gain 3 levels. So eventually, you'll end up with some pieces of gear that are over level 80. The stat differences between a level 80 piece of gear and a piece of gear that's a few levels higher are pretty minimal and don't really make a difference. But if you're someone who likes to min-max, there is a way that allows you to raise the level of your sword well past 80. It's called sword breaking, and it's not an exact science. Basically, If you're killed by an Olog, there's a small chance that it'll break the sword you currently have equipped. After you respawn, you'll have to hunt that Olog down and complete the revenge mission. Once you kill the Olog, your old sword will drop and it'll now be 5 levels higher than it previously was. While I can confirm that this works, I can't tell you the odds of it happening, whether or not you can do it multiple times to the same sword, or even if there is an item level cap. The general consensus seems to be that it can be done to the same sword multiple times and that the item level cap is 90. But, once again, I can't confirm these things. I just wanted to bring it up as an interesting bonus and something that you might have fun experimenting with yourself. And that's gonna do it for this video. You can follow me on Twitter at ParkAttack, join my Discord server Massive Attack, or if you want to see my face and talk to me, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ParkAttack. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you will, but more importantly, let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.